Hi guys, my name's Bex and welcome back to my channel, and today I'm bringing to you the Nope book tag. So the Nope book tag was created by a booktube book. I will leave a link to her original video down below and to her channel, so I definitely recommend you go checking her out. I think I saw this one on Ali from Hardback Horner's channel. Did I say Horner? That's inappropriate. Hardback Hoarder's channel, and I think Chelsea from Chelsea Darling Reads. But I decided to join in on this one even though I wasn't tagged because everybody likes some unpopular opinions, and I got a few of them. So this tag's basically revolved around the books that we've read and gone, nope, let's get into it. Number one is Nope Ending. A book ending that made you go nope, either in denial, rage, or simply because the book ending was crappy. And for this one, I am going with The Raven King by Maggie Stiefvater. I freaking love the Raven cycle, so don't get me wrong, don't at me already, calm down. I love this series, it is one of my favorites. When this book finished, I was left completely underwhelmed and asking myself more questions than I think the book answered. It kind of felt really rushed at the end, and we didn't really get an understanding on what the fuck actually happened. And it was so underwhelming for me. I was so confused. I know there is going to be more books. There's going to be a Ronin trilogy, and maybe we'll find out more. The last chapter or two, I couldn't believe where it was going and that it wasn't going to explain everything. So this is going to be my Nope ending. Number two is Nope Protagonist. A main character you dislike or that drives you crazy. And for this one, it's so easy for me to answer. I'm going to give you 3 seconds and see if you can guess it down in the comments and let me know if you got it. Lila freaking Bard. I freaking hate Lila Bard. I am learning to tolerate her throughout the series, but in this book, I absolutely hated her. She's really frustrating, and she doesn't listen or care about the repercussions on what she's doing. Sometimes she's on like a suicide mission, and it just annoys the shit out of me. I really want to love her, but I just don't think I can. But that's okay, because other people love her. Jade from JD Ray Reads. I'm sorry girl, I know you love her. Number three is Nope Series. And this is a series that turned out to be one huge pile of nope after you've invested all that time and energy on it, and or a series you gave up on because it wasn't worth it anymore. And I'm going for the later here. I'm going for a series I gave up on because it wasn't worth it anymore. Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs. I read this one and I read Hollow City, and it just wasn't worth it. This book had so much potential. So much potential. And then I got to Hollow City, and it went around a big circle. I've mentioned this before, I'm repeating myself, but if you're new here, hey, I repeat myself sometimes. But it went around a big circle. We started here, and we went around, like we got to here, and we went back to the start. This finished basically where it started, and I was not on board for that, and I'm not going to bother reading Library of Souls because I just don't care enough. This video is getting really sassy, and I apologize. I don't like to be negative, but sometimes you gotta have a little bit of a rant. So if you too like ranting, maybe the Nope book tag's for you. Number four is Nope Popular Pairing, and that is a ship you do not support, and that for me is in this book. So if you do not want to be spoiled, mute me for a second, and when I put the book down, it is safe for you. This, of course, is, spoiler warning, quickly mute me, Cassian and Nesta. I do not support this ship. I know people are getting on this ship. I know people love Nesta, and I'm unsure why. And I want to just touch on that briefly, because this is the problem with the ship. She was nasty in every single book, but everybody gives her leeway. There have been 4 books now, and every time she has not redeemed herself, and every time I feel like she's gotten worse. In the next book, maybe they'll fix it. Maybe they'll make her redeemable, but at the moment, she's not redeemable for me. And Cassian, I kind of relate him to an Australian. He's really sarcastic and witty, and he's just real chill, and I really like him, and she does not deserve him. I'm just saying, she does not deserve Cass. I'll stop now. I'm ranting. So welcome back to all the people who didn't want to be spoiled. Hello. Number 5 is Nope Plot Twist. This is a plot twist you didn't see coming or didn't like. This is a plot twist I did like, but I did not see it coming. I was just floored. And that is on the new release, Lifelike by Jay Kristoff. I can't tell you what the plot twist is, but there's a plot twist right at the end, and I was floored. I audibly gasped and was like, holy shit. Erina can definitely say that because I was with her when I was reading. I was with Erina and Nisha, and I audibly gasped. It was such a good twist. And Jay's writing's really like this. You think he's going one way, and then he leads you there, but then he's like, ha, just kidding. boom, and I was shook. I was shooketh, and I liked it. If you like a good plot twist, I recommend any of Jay's writing, really. Any of his books are plot twisty, and I love it. Number 6 is Nope, protagonist action or decision, and that is a character decision that made you shake your head and go, nope. And for this one, I'm going with Amani from Rebel of the Sands, because her actions in Rebel of the Sands were just nope. What I have the most problem with is when she makes the decision once and then doesn't learn from it and does it again. That's what got me in this book. I was like, there was no character progression on her making better decisions, on her learning from her past mistakes, and I absolutely hated it. Overall, the Rebel of the Sands trilogy is amazing and I really, really enjoyed it. But some of her decisions in this book, I was sitting there like, no, you did that once. Why would you do that again? Number 7 is Nope, genre. A genre you will never read. And that's romance. I just can't get into it. I'll tolerate a contemporary with a bit of romance, but a straight-on romance, I think I can't do it to myself. Normally people would say erotica for this, but I've read all the 50 Shades of Grey trilogy and enjoyed it, so... Number 8 is Nope, book format. Book formatting you hate and avoid buying until it comes out in a different edition. Normally for me that's people on the cover. I'll normally wait until someone's not on the cover because I don't enjoy real faces on covers. I like hardbacks too. I like hardbacks better than paperbacks, but I'll buy paperbacks because I'm broke. Number 9 is Nope, trope, and that kind of rhymed and I enjoyed it. And that is a trope that made you go nope, and a trope that made me go nope. I'm having too much fun with the rhyming. For me is insta-love, and I think everyone says that. I don't like love when it's too quick. No, I don't enjoy that. Sometimes I don't like bad boy to boyfriend. That doesn't really do it for me. But then again, if it's done right, Payra and Resand, I'll tolerate it. So yeah, mostly insta-love. Let's go with insta-love. Number 10 is Nope, recommendation. A book recommendation that is constantly hyped and pushed at you that you simply refuse to read. And for this one, for me, is that one that's got a TV show based on it. What's it called? Can't remember what it's called. See, my care factor's clearly low on it. 13 Reasons Why by Jay Asher. I refuse to read this one. I've heard mixed opinions, and I think it depends on the person. I don't like the idea of glorifying suicide. I think it can be very harmful, and I'm not going to get too detailed into it because obviously this is a bit of a controversial topic, and I'm not up for someone like yelling at me in the comments. I don't like the whole opinion on it, that young people can watch that and then harm themselves. I don't like that idea. I won't watch it, I won't read it, if I have children, I won't let them watch it either. So, that's just me. Number 11 is Nope, cliche or pet peeve. And that is a cliche or writing pet peeve that always makes you roll your eyes. I'm gonna go with on this one. People who try to jazz up their writing and make it lyrical and beautiful, who do descriptors that don't make sense. For example, I'm gonna read this one straight off my phone. The air tasted like wonder. He tasted like exquisite nightmares and stolen dreams. How does one taste like exquisite nightmares and stolen dreams? How also does one taste wonder? I'm unsure. I think it's like kind of a cheap writing trick where they're like, yes, immerse yourself in the magic, immerse yourself, but then they do that and I'm like, that doesn't make sense. What does exquisite nightmares taste like? Who fucking knows? Number 12 is Nope, love interest. And that is a love interest that's not worthy of being one. A character you don't think should have been a viable love interest. And I'm waiting for a few of my besties to be like, how fucking dare you? Because I'm about to say, Alina in The Darkling. How was he a viable love interest? He was the villain. Like, he was legitimately the villain. Maybe the other love interests weren't good enough. But definitely the Darkling wasn't. I don't even understand how everyone thought that was going to be a thing. No. He was terrible. He was trying to kill everybody and everyone's like, oh, he's so magical and mysterious. And everyone was like swooning and I'm like, no. To my Slytherin besties out there, I'm so sorry. Because there's multiple of you that are going to be coming at me right now, and I love you guys. Please don't hate me. Number 14 is Nope, book. A book that shouldn't have been made and that made you say nope. Now, I don't like to say that a book shouldn't have been made. I'm not going to insult authors like that, but I'm going to give you a book that I think the world of the author, and I think the author's amazing, and then this book came out and I was like, what the fuck was that? For that one, I'm going with All the Crooked Saints by Maggie Stiefvater. I did not enjoy this. I did not enjoy this book. It wasn't very good. I think I gave it a 2 stars. It was underwhelming. and I don't know how to voice my opinion because this is the first book I read this year, so I'm like trying to think way back. This was a very hyped book for me. Maggie Stiefvater is an amazing writer, but I got this and I don't understand what happened. The characters were one-dimensional. They had no layers, they had no depth. The story was interesting. It was like a smokescreen. She tried to write so beautifully that you didn't look at the plot issues, and I read through it this time. And normally I'll give her some leeway because I like her beautiful writing, but this time, no. The plot and the characters were not good enough for me in the standard of her normal writing. Number 14 is Nope Villain. A scary villain antagonist that you would hate to cross and it would make you run in the opposite direction. And for this one, I'm going with Harry Potter. I'm holding up The Prisoner of Azkaban because it's not Voldemort that I don't like, or He Who Must Not Be Named. It's the Dementors. Holy shit, they scared me as a child. And I remember reading this as a child and being absolutely terrified. And I was young, I was really young when I read it, but the Dementors, mate, they creep me out. Sorry for the angle change, guys. My camera died and I had to quickly fix it all up. But we're on to number 15, Nope Death, a death that still haunts you. And for this one, I'm going with the one from the Hunger Games series, so if you have not read it or do not want to be spoiled, please mute me until I put the book down. Mockingjay. Do I even need to tell you whose death haunts me the most? I think it's pretty self-explanatory. It's Finnick Odair. He should not have died. He was a beautiful cinnamon roll, and all I can think of is him and Annie raising their kid together, which they will never get to do. Last but not least, number 16 is Nope Author. An author you have had a bad experience reading and have decided to quit. And for this one, for me, it is M.A. Bennett, who wrote Stags. I found her writing very young, and yes, she's a young adult author, but the characters were frustrating, they were unlikable, and the story it just wasn't up to where I would hope it would have been. For that reason, I'm really not going to read any of her books any longer. Sorry. That's it from me today, guys. That was the Nope book tag, and I hope you enjoyed, and I hope I haven't offended anyone too badly. If you like this video, please give a big thumbs up, subscribe if you'd like to see more and have not already, and chat to me down in the comments. Let me know one of your unpopular opinions, because I would love to hear what is a book you read and you just went, nope. That's it from me today, guys. I make videos every Monday and Thursday, and I'll see you in a new one. Bye!